Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to apply vinyl backing to the back of an aquarium. Keep watching. So we need the following bits of equipment to do this. We have some vinyl backing here which you can buy on eBay. So I have black and blue here. Today I'll be using the black. We also need some isotone to clean off the back of the tank with, a pair of scissors, a sharp knife, some water with some washing up liquid in it, just a few drops will do, and also a window squeegee or a credit card to remove the air bubbles and the water from underneath the backing. So we're now going to measure out the amount of backing that we need for the back of this tank. I'm going to do three sides to this tank as well, but I'm going to just do the back bit first, cut that to the right length and width, then I'll look at doing the sides later. So I've folded the paper along a marked line, so I measured the paper out, left myself a little bit of an overhang on either side as well, so I've got a little bit of wiggle room to move the paper backwards and forwards if I need to, and now I'm going to just cut that bit of paper now. Right, we've now cut the paper to length. We also now need to measure the width of the backing as well and cut that to the right width as well. So I'm just going to use this paint scraper here now just to scrape off the back of the glass to remove any sort of excess silicone or any detritus that's on the back of the tank. That will make the job easier of applying the backing and hopefully remove any blemishes that we may have. So also going to be using some isotone on here as well, which I'll apply with some kitchen roll and just wipe that off again just to remove any grease stains that we may have on the back of the tank. And you can see I'm just sort of taking some of that off at the moment and I'm wiping it off with the isotone. So now I've cleaned the back of the tank off with the isotone. I'm now going to spray the water with a few drops of detergent in it over the back of the glass, and that'll help apply the vinyl backing once the paper's been removed. You can also apply the soapy water to the backing as well, which makes life a little bit easier. Get good coverage. And now we've applied the soapy water to the tank itself, I'm going to start peeling off the paper off this vinyl backing. If you can get someone to help you, it's really useful because then they can hold the vinyl backing up straight while you peel the paper away and then help you apply it to the tank itself. So I've just laid the vinyl backing onto the tank. I've cut a little bit off the edge there to help slide it underneath the frame of the tank, and now I'm going to squeegee that water out and remove those air bubbles. So I'm just going to use a squeegee now, working from centre to the outside edge to remove any of the air bubbles and the water. I've got a few little blemishes here, something's trapped underneath, so I'm just going to peel the backing back and remove those. Now using a sharp knife, I'm just going to remove the excess backing from the edge of the tanks, working along the bottom here. It would be easier to me to use two hands to do this, get a better edge. So I'm going to do that now. So here we have now the vinyl backing installed on the back of the tank. I have got a few blemishes underneath here, so this was a second-hand tank. So I think the person before me had it sand in there, so there's little bits of fine-grained sand stuck in between the silicone edges, so that's got underneath the backing, which is a real pain to try and remove. So if you do get any air bubbles or blemishes, you just use a pin and just pierce the bubble with the pin, and then you'll be able to squeegee out a lot of the excess water or air bubble in there, which will make the backing sit a lot better. You may still have a few little blemishes underneath there, but it'll be a lot further reduced, so I recommend doing that. As you can see here, I've got a few there, a big one there that needs doing, so I'm going to put a pin on that now and just remove those. As I said before, it's easier than trying to remove the backing and starting again. You can see I've got a few blemishes underneath this backing, which is caused by little bits of sand and grit just getting underneath there. So it's a shame it hasn't gone on completely flat, but you won't necessarily see those much, especially when I use the pin to remove the rest of the air bubbles, and it won't look too bad once it's installed.